Most coaches think that they need more followers or more subscribers to make more money, but that's completely wrong. There are 6 and 7 figure coaches with less than 500 subscribers. While on the other hand, there are some coaches with 100,000 followers and subscribers and they're struggling to pay you rent. And the real problem is not the followers. The real problem is that these coaches never built a predictable sales system. Let me break it down to you. There are 3 reasons why these coaches are struggling to make money. The first one is that these coaches treat sales like a chore, not a system. Like they wake up every day and they're wondering where my next client will come from. They're relying on luck because they think clients fall out of the sky. They rely on clients coming to them just because of attraction and values. Instead, you have to rely on predictable and structured system that will help you turn leads into clients. Example, you get 100 leads, you convert 50 of them, 20 scheduled sales calls, 15 of them show up and you get 5 clients. You have to have such a predictable system. If you don't have predictability in your system, you don't run business. Sales should never feel like a guess game. The second mistake that they make is that they're chasing leads. If you're spending hours of your day chasing leads, you're probably not running a business. You're just a glorified salesperson. Sorry, but I had to break it down for you. The biggest shift that I learned is that coaches who scale, they simply remove themselves from sales and they let the system or their team do the work. That's why your job right now is to build a predictable system so you are not the person who is chasing leads all day. And the third mistake that coaches do that is stopping them to scale their businesses and get more clients is that they don't know their numbers. If I ask you right now, can you answer these questions immediately, right away, without looking at the tables you have? If you have some KPIs at least. What is your closing rate? What is your cost per booked call? How many leads do you turn into clients? What is your show-up rate? What is your appointment booking ratio? Answer them immediately, right now, in the comments, without looking. If you can't, that's a big problem. You don't know your numbers. The best coaches, they track every single metric and they optimize. The best coaches run their business as scientists. They make experiments, they track, they find a system that works, they double down on what is working, and they make money. It's simple as that. But if you don't know how system works, if you don't track, if you don't measure, this is why you can't scale. Sorry to break it down, but if these are some new concepts for you, you have a lot to learn, man. By the way, this is part of the concepts that I teach in my program, and if you're curious to see them, click the first link in the description. Yes, it's a shameless plug, but I believe 100% that if you learn this concept, you're set up for life. But now you might be wondering, what is the fix of these 3 problems that you just listed? The problems of treating sales like a chore, not a system. The problem of chasing leads. And the problem of not knowing your numbers. Instead of you posting and praying for clients, the solution is super simple. Build a solid system. A repeatable system that brings you new leads. Nurture them and close them. Once you do this, your coaching business stops feeling like a hustle, a manual work, and it starts feeling and growing like an actual company. Again, I'll repeat myself. The solution is the first link in the description.